Imagine waking up to shocking headlines. A global superpower taking control of one of the most volatile regions on the planet. It sounds like a fiction plot, but this was exactly what Donald Trump proposed. The former U.S. president suggested that his country take over the Gaza Strip, bringing about a radical transformation of the area. But could this idea go beyond politics? What if we are witnessing something much greater? Something prophesied thousands of years ago. Could this be one of the signs of the end times? Biblical prophecies speak of events that would take place in Israel before humanity's final chapter. What if we are seeing these events unfold before our very eyes? On February 5, 2025, Trump announced a bold plan. The U.S. would take over Gaza, relocate the Palestinians, and rebuild the region, turning it into a paradise in the Middle East, a vision of peace and prosperity, or a trigger for something much darker. The proposal sparked heated debates and raised a disturbing question. Could Gaza be at the center of a prophecy that is unfolding right now? In the Bible, Gaza has always been a place of disputes and divine judgment. The prophet Amos warned about corruption and impending punishment upon this land. What if today's events are connected to those ancient warnings? Since the time of the Philistines, Gaza has been an epicenter of conflict. One of the most striking episodes in biblical history took place right there: the downfall of Samson. After being betrayed and captured, the strongest man in the Bible was taken to Gaza, where, in the final act of his life, he brought destruction upon his oppressors. Now, centuries later, another force is about to act upon this land. But what is coming may be even more terrifying than anything we have seen before. Wars have been fought, treaties have been signed and broken, and peace remains a distant promise. The international reaction to Trump's plan was explosive. The United Nations and the European Union condemned the idea, citing violations of international law and the risk of regional destabilization. But what if this global outrage is not just about politics? What if it's a reflection of something much greater about to happen? Protests erupted worldwide. Experts warn that this decision could be the spark for a new era of global chaos. What if this is the first step toward a collapse that could change everything we know? Prophecies warn of conflicts in Israel as a harbinger of the end. Jesus himself mentioned wars and rumors of wars as signs of the final times. Could this be the missing piece to complete the prophetic puzzle? The White House attempted to ease the impact of the proposal. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt assured that there would be no American troops in Gaza and that the relocation would be temporary. Secretary of State Marco Rubio reinforced that the intention was merely to rebuild the region, not to dominate it. But the world remains unconvinced. Egypt and Jordan rejected the possibility of taking in Palestinian refugees, and tensions continue to rise. Trump may be selling a vision of prosperity, but could he unknowingly be paving the way for something far more sinister? What if this proposal is just the first domino to fall before a series of events leading to the greatest conflict in history? In the Bible, the end times are described as a period of unprecedented tribulation. The Antichrist will make a 7-year pact with Israel, ensuring temporary peace, only to break it halfway through and unleash chaos. Are we witnessing the beginning of this process? Could Gaza be more than just a geopolitical issue? Could it be a prophetic marker? If you think everything we've discussed so far is shocking, brace yourself for what comes next. The prophecy in Daniel 9:27 describes a leader who will make a peace agreement with Israel and later betray it, marking the beginning of a dark era. Jesus himself warned of what he called the abomination of desolation, an event that would bring persecution like never before. What if this plan for Gaza is the trigger for that terrifying scenario? Many believe that any conflict in Israel could be a sign of the end, but the truth is that the real indicator will be a unique and unprecedented event. What we are seeing now could be exactly that. The people of Israel have endured countless persecutions, from the Egyptians to the Romans, but there is something special about this moment. Could this be the beginning of the final chapter? The book of Revelation describes a ruler who will deceive the world, promising peace, only to reveal his true destructive nature. This man will be charismatic, influential, and appear to bring miraculous solutions, but behind the mask of hope, he will be the most terrifying threat humanity has ever faced. What if this plan for Gaza is not an effort to restore peace, but a crucial step toward the rise of this sinister leader? What if history is repeating itself before our eyes, yet few can see the looming danger? The Bible predicts the return of the Jews to Israel before the end times. We see this happening now. It also predicts the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem, something that has not yet occurred but is drawing closer. Every piece seems to be falling into place. The prophetic clock is ticking. If this is the sequence of events leading us to the end, one thing is certain: history is being written before our eyes. And the question remains, are we prepared for what's coming? If you want to keep exploring prophetic mysteries and hidden truths, subscribe to the channel right now. Like this video, share it with your friends, and leave your comment below. Your opinion is essential for us to continue bringing impactful content to you. Don't miss the upcoming videos. There is much more to come.